ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಾನು ಮಮತಾ ಹೆಗ್ಡೆ. ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಹಕ್ಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಹುತೇಕರ ಕನಸು. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅಥವಾ PUCಗೆ ಕಾಲಿಡ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಂತಹ ಕನಸಂತೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಹತ್ವಾಕಾಂಕ್ಷೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲದು, ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗಳಾದಂತಹ ನೀಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ JEE ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಸುಲಭ ಅಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗಿನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ PU ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. JEE ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ನೀಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಗಮನ ಸೆಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಂದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಗಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಬ್ಬರು ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ PU ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಮದನ್ ರಾಜ್ ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮದನ್ ರಾಜ್ ಅವರೇ, ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ನೀಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ JEE ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ R ಸಹ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಯ್ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಶೋ. ಸೊ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದನೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನವರು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಷ್ಟದ ವಿಚಾರ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಪೋಷಕರು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ?
Presidency group of institution, we are there in this education field from 47 plus years, and we have 8 schools, 4 colleges and a university. Around 20,000 students are studying in our Presidency group of institutions. And Presidency PU College Yalanka Kogilu is started from in the year 2019. Namali science, commerce, science PCMB, PCMC, and commerce we have CEBA, SEBA, MSBA. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಬರುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀಟ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, JEE ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, CET ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಇದು ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ CA ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್.
ಓಕೆ ಡನ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ JEE ಮತ್ತು ನೀಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ JEE and NEET this college is scoring very well, this college students are scoring very well. So how is it, like what are your effective teaching method which is helping students to crack the toughest competitive exam?
So madam, first thing first, this is an integrated PUC plus coaching program.
Correct.
So there are multiple advantages. One, when you have the PUC as well as the coaching part under one roof. So the biggest advantage is students save a lot of time. See, when it comes to JEE or NEET preparation, we have a very simple maths.
Okay.
For every 1 hour of academic lecture, the student has to put in at least 1.5 times of self-study.
Okay.
Else no magic will happen.
Correct.
There is no shortcut to success. No way a student can crack NEET or JEE without giving sufficient time for self-study. So what happens is, you take it from the perspective that in an ordinary system, what we have in Kota or Delhi or other parts of India, or even in Bangalore for that matter, you will see that students go to school or college in the morning and afternoon. Correct. Evening they go for coaching.
Correct.
Now think of yourself as a student.
Correct.
All right? Let's say you're a student for JEE. And you are spending 6-7 hours in the school, another 4-5 hours in coaching. And ask yourself, where is the time for you for self-study?
Correct.
So that's a problem. So, you know, the school and coaching, they teach them this much. The students practice this much.
Okay.
The method should be exactly opposite. We should teach them this much. They must practice this much and ask lots and lots of doubts.
Correct.
So this is the secret behind our success. So what we ensure that, you know, that whatever we have put in academic lecture in PCM or PCB, physics, chemistry, math for JEE, and physics, chemistry, biology for NEET, into 1.5 times self-study hour, we have to find it for the student.
Correct.
And this self-study time, we ensure at least 2/3 of this is done in the campus itself, in the college timings itself. So we ensure that majority of the student, when they go back home, they are done pretty much with their assignment. So this, in my opinion, is the biggest reason behind the success of JEE and NEET program.
This is very innovative also. I've never heard something like this. So,
madam, to be very honest, wherever you are finding the top results which are coming in JEE and NEET, actually this is the model which is running. So this is something which is not very new, to be very honest.
Okay.
If you look at Delhi, there are some schools which have been running this integrated program for the last 5-6 years, and they are very successful. They are the ones which are giving single-digit and double-digit rank in JEE. And the same model is being followed in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh also, and it's pretty much successful.
Okay.
All right, we have seen 2 days back we had JEE mains result,
Yeah.
and 18 students have got 100 percentile AIR rank 1 just from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So most of these students you will find they come from integrated model, because see, you cannot go to college in the morning and afternoon and evening you go to the coaching and expect the student to put in 8 to 10 hours of self-study. That's not going to work. And imagine that there are 2 parallel tracks which are going on. I mean, there might be a different chapter going in physics in school and a completely different chapter going in the coaching.
Correct.
Ultimately, the whole load is going to come on student. Both will give assignment. So the whole load is going to come on student, and that's how the student goes into depression. That's how eventually
Pressure
he gives
builds.
up his he succumbs to the pressure, and eventually he gives up his dream, his preparation. So we have to ensure. So the method should be that you have to ensure the self-study hour, which is needed to crack JEE and NEET, is something that you are finding it for the student in his 24-hour schedule.
Correct.
So this is what we ensure, ma'am.
Done, sir. I'm going to talk about the integrated coaching programs and the insights furthermore, but let me ask him the thing about infrastructure and everything. So, sir, ಹೇಳಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕಲಿತಾರಾ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ JEE ನೀಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಒಂದೇ ಸೂರಿನಡಿ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ
ಫಸ್ಟು ನೀಟ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ JEE ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಆಸ್ ಸರ್ ಸೆಡ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಆ ಟೀಮ್ ಅವರು ಬರೀ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ JEE ಮತ್ತು ನೀಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ 1 or 2 or 3 years. We have the experienced people who have been like 20 years, 15 years, who have been there in the board experience iroru. And we have infrastructure. If I have to talk about that, we have the lab facilities, we have a sports ground. Okay, all these has been planned, and see, we have a calendar of events, which is like planned in such a way that it doesn't gives pressure to the student. How it is planned? We have, like, for example, if they have Monday to Friday classes.
Okay.
On Saturdays, we have planned most of the events. Events, if I have to talk about like what kind of events, we have like fest. Each department, individual wise, we have, what do you say, the fest conducted. Department wise activities we have. We even ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದ್ದು ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ಸು ನಾವು ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಆಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ what do you say opportunities is given to them.
So extracurricular activities ku time ide anta.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So now calendar of events madirode ade prakara. So Monday to Friday they will be in the classes, and in between also we have sports hour, and we give them a chance to play represent in the state team, or whichever level they want to play, they can play. We have volleyball, we have basketball, and other activities also. We have planned activities, we have it, wherein students can participate.
Okay. So I want to know more about this integrated coaching program. What courses else you are offering in your institution which can help students and which is helping students already? So if you have to share a lot of insights about the integrated coaching program, what would you like to tell me?
So, madam, we have integrated coaching for NEET and JEE. When we say JEE, it covers both mains and advanced. Advanced, which is earlier called as IT JEE. So we have integrated coaching PUC plus NEET, PUC plus JEE, and we also have CET integrated coaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. ಸರ್, ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ವರ್ಷ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಪೋಷಕರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಯರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ವೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
Approximately, if I have to talk about like ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ when we started initially, we were like some 3 sections or 2 sections we started, and we had like in hundreds. And now we increased into the strength was increased to 500, then 800. Now we at present in this academic year we will be like 1,300 students will be there, both science and commerce students
Nice,
will be there.
nice. So the IQ level of the student varies from one to other. So few students find it very difficult to crack the competitive exams. So can you just share us the struggling student who had many obstacles and then finally he achieved this success? Can you just give me a few examples?
Madam, to be very honest, when it comes to JEE and NEET preparation, of course, IQ is important.
Yeah.
And knowledge is important, IQ is important, but the most important thing is fire in the belly.
Acha.
What we have seen from our experience, that if a student has competitive spirit, already, if he has made up his mind that this is something I have to do it, they crack NEET and JEE. Maybe not in first attempt, maybe in second attempt, but they do it. So the most important thing is fire in the belly. Next comes, what about the students who are struggling? Now, generally, most of the students who are struggling is basically because of mathematics.
Correct.
And especially because, we had COVID just few years back, 2020 and 2021. I think students are the worst affected section when it comes to, COVID. I mean, they are brutally affected. The classes were online. They have lost base. They have lost touch with maths. So as a teacher, this is the biggest problem that we experience, that base of students, when I say base, I'm referring to mathematical base,
Correct.
is pretty weak. So that's why we ensure in this integrated coaching, we do a bridge course right in the start. So the bridge course, as the name suggests, the idea is to cover the mathematical part from class 8 to class 10th. So let's say you're a student and let's say you are weak with class 8, class 9 maths. So we cover the mathematical part which will be needed in your NEET and JEE coaching. We cover it in this bridge course. It's very exhaustive. We devote almost 1 month for this bridge course, and we ensure that once all the students are in the same phase, once the students are on the same page, they're not having a phase difference, means they're all on the basic prerequisite level of mathematics, then when we start the program. So for example, our students who are coming on 16th May, so we'll be covering the bridge course for almost a month. So we won't start the coaching part, neither the PUC part. So we'll be covering the maths part, the physics part, which has been taught to them till class 10th. So even if they have missed something there, which I'm sure many of them would have missed, we'll be covering that.
Okay.
So this is something where bridge course comes, very handy.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸು ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ PU ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ?
ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ಸ್,
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್,
ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಕೋ-ಕರಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್. ಬೋತ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ ದ 1 year's ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಡನ್, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರದ್ದು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸೈಡ್ ಯು ಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಯೋಗ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. It may be a karate, taekwondo. We have so many our students who have won medals, championships at a national level, at an international level also. We have given them opportunity. It is not just academics. We keep it on all overall development.
Okay. Presidency PU ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತೀರಾ? ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಜನರನ್ನ?
We at Presidency PU College, Yalanka Kogilu, especially we conduct like as sir said, examinations, tests regular conduct ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And PTM, parents teachers meeting, we have planned it for whole 1 year, and it has to be happening according to that plan only. That is one thing.
So discipline ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
Yes, discipline is very important there. And once that is done, the order is ready, and what we do is we call the parents, we regularly talk to them, interact with them, and give the results to them. And if by chance any parents is unable to come, so aವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. So we have in that app regular attendance will be sent to the parents. Each hourly hours is sent to them. So it goes to them, and they can, like, if by chance their ward is not attending any one class also, it goes. So there is no chance of a student skipping the class. So parent knows about their student, where he is, how he is going, okay, he's attending the classes properly or not. Everything is done through the app. Just you have to just download it, put the credential, and you get the details to them. And marks also, we publish it in there. Weekly test, unit test, midterm, or whatever it is, everything is published in that app. So as a parent, you can just keep your tab on your child, what he is doing in the college, what is his performance. So you have to come and interact with us. It's not that you can just open the app and just leave it. No, you can come and interact with us. Suppose if you are 1 or 2 times, if you are not unable to come, we have that app. Using that they can
ಓಕೆ ಈಗ JEE ಅಥವಾ ನೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಬಯಸಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು? ಇವಾಗ ಯೂಶಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಂತ?
ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರೋ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗೇ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ JEE, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ they want to like, and the medicine kind of thing is second ಅನ್ಬೋದು. But in our college especially, we have it in a equal strength, both JEE and NEET we have.
Okay. What piece of advice would you like to give to the aspiring students who want to excel in the competitive exam, if you have to elaborate?
So there is, first thing first, there is no shortcut to success. And as somebody has said, the only time success comes before work is in dictionary, which as a matter of fact is truth. You have to work hard. And most importantly, as I said, make sure that you prioritize your self-study. Just don't rely on the academic lectures. Academic lectures is one part of the equation. Make sure that you give lots and lots of time for self-study, and make sure that you ask lots and lots of doubts to the teachers. So you have to ensure that what you have learned today, you solve the assignment today itself, and make sure that you clarify the doubts within the next 24 hours. And exactly the same thing we are doing at Presidency, that we ensure that every day we are keeping 2 sessions as DRS, doubt sessions, doubt removal sessions. So the idea is that student doubts should not be pending. So once student doubts are cleared, that's how he gets clarity on the concept. If we talk about JEE separately and NEET separately, the method of preparation is slightly different.
Okay.
See, when it comes to NEET, we don't have depth of questions. We have simple questions, formula-based questions, simple logic-based questions, theory-based questions. And the idea is that time management, you have to be a champion in it. So imagine the life of a doctor. You really think, during the course of a surgery, I mean, so many challenges comes up. Do you really think he has time to, he has really time to think over it?
Correct.
Think over the medicine, think over the treatment process? The answer is no. And exactly this is what NEET exam tests in a student. This is exactly what they test. They ensure that whether or not you are able to perform under extreme pressure. People may say that NEET exam is very simple. Yes, when I come out of the examination hall, when I look at the question paper, the questions are so simple, I feel, yeah, the exam is so easy. But during the course of examination, under that pressure, solving 180 questions out of 200 in 3 hours, 20 minutes time is not easy.
Correct.
And this is exactly what NEET examination tests in a student, that how good you are with time management. So to put it in simple words, when it comes to NEET preparation, it's more of 2020 rather than a test match or ODI. So you have to think, just imagine, I mean, if you ask anyone on a talent scale, who is the greatest batsman? Obviously the answer will be Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
Nobody will come close to him.
Yeah.
But imagine that you are a captain of a team and you want to pick up a batsman for T20. Any day you will prefer Virat Kohli or AB de Villiers.
Correct.
So you need AB de Villiers here when it comes to NEET preparation. The questions are simple, but you must learn how to perform in pressure.
Classic example you give.
Thank you. When it comes to JEE Advanced, the approach is completely different.
Okay.
When it comes to JEE Advanced preparation, IIT preparation, it's very unlikely you're going to find direct formula-based question. Forget about theory-based question. Not even direct formula-based question. Almost every advance, every year we see in JEE Advance, 35 to 40% question that comes in the competition are extreme critical thinking questions. And around 60 to 65% question are deep logical thinking question. So when it comes to JEE Advance, you must learn the concept in depth.
Okay.
So imagine you're thirsty and you have to dig a hole to find water. So will you prefer to dig 100 hole of 1 feet, or will you prefer to dig 1 hole of 100 feet?
Correct.
So when it comes to advanced, the second is your approach.
Okay.
So whatever concept you learn, you have to go in depth. You have to make sure that you understand the concept fundamentally, because none of the question which is going to come in JEE Advanced is going to come from any book, any material. Till now, it has never happened. There are few questions which have been closely correlated with IPHO, International Physics Olympiad questions, and IMO, International Mathematics Olympiad questions, but majority of the question, 99% of the question that comes in JEE Advanced is brand new. They are well thought of, they have been taken from research papers, and no teacher on earth can predict the questions, to be very honest. So the only help you will have in the examination is your practice with critical thinking and extreme logical thinking questions.
Okay.
So if you're a JEE aspirant, your approach will be different. If you're a NEET aspirant, your approach will be different.
Correct. You have a 15 years plus of experience in the teaching field. So how have you seen that the evolvement of teaching has changed like past 15 years?
So, for JEE teaching, if we talk about it, yes, the coaching has evolved. Examination keeps on changing, improvising every now and then. For example, in chemistry, in my time, in 2006, when I qualified for IIT, biomolecules and polymers, we never got questions from biomolecules and polymers. And recently, I've seen the trend in the last 4-5 years, we have 2-3 questions coming from organic chemistry from this particular section, biomolecules, polymers. Similarly, if we talk about physics, modern physics had very low weightage 25-30 years back.
Okay.
But thanks to the recent development in quantum physics in the recent few years, now we are finding that lots and lots of questions are coming from modern physics. So the exam is continuously evolving. Exam continuously challenges not just the student, teachers like us, that okay, we are taking the examination to this level. Can you upgrade yourself? Because only if we keep on upgrading, that's how we can train the students. So exam is continuously improvising, continuously changing.
Correct. Okay, final question sir ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ JEE ಅಥವಾ ನೀಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಳಿಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪಾತ್ರವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ
ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಮೆಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ feels any kind of pressure or anything, they can approach us, and we have like team kind of thing wherein we regularly interact with them, go to them and ask them how they are feeling it, anything like they are finding it difficult in that, it may be in academics or any problem, and we psychologically whatever help we can do it, we try to give them.
ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ, ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ತಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ.
Thank you.
ಸೊ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಇದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಶೇಷ. ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಟಿವಿ.